Good morning, everyone. Glad you could join me again for our flight from back from Prestwick to Edinburgh. It's gonna be an IFR flight. Follow the route of waypoint FENIK-GOSAM to Grice via the P600 airway, low-level airway. All right, let's get started. So right now on Vatsim we have no controllers on in the area. It's kind of rare for a weekend, but it happens. We'll be on Unicom here, so we'll get fired up, warmed up, plan our flight, and then get going. Okay, so before starting engine, power levers idle. Yes, they're idle. Parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Avionics master check off. It is off. Gear selector check down. It appears to be down. Alternators check both on. There they are. They're on. Fuel pump left and right, check off. Fuel pumps are right here. And on my Bravo, they're off. Electrical master on. Okay, electrical master on there. That is on. Give that a second. Display a bunch of information here. Finding itself. Strobe lights ACL. So what I do is I go and turn on the strobe lights and the nav on my honeycomb yoke here. And then engine master L on, engine master left. So I turn on the left master. You get this warning here, left glow on. Glow plugs warm up the engine there. Once that goes off, you're good to go. Start her up. So indicators check off. It's off. Oil pressure. So oil pressure is built. You gotta check that oil pressure quick in real life. Idle RPM check 710 plus okay 30. Opposite engine start procedure. I just wait until they're both started, then I warm them up as I'm planning my flight, setting my avionics. So that's off. So we're good to start the right. Our oil pressure is built. Okay, everything looks fine there after starting engine. Avionic master on. Turn that on. Power levers as required. So yes, this is where I kind of just give them a little RPM lift here. 10% there. Let them warm up. Electrical equipment on is required. So we have our strobes, we have our navs. Go ahead and turn on our pitot, get rid of that message. It'll come back though. And, flight instruments, avionics set. Okay, we'll set those. So come down here. It's a little high on the engines. 10 or below, I think. Okay. So we go flight plan. Our origin is, love to use the keyboard with this. EGPK for Prestwick will be runway 21. Enter, so that's origin. Then we're gonna go FENIK. FENIK. Okay, and then we're gonna fill in the next one, the next waypoint here, which is GOSAM. You pick, you choose GOSAM or GOSAM. Okay. United Kingdom. We're gonna go ahead and yeah, there's our pitot warning that it's not working. Go ahead and put in what's the last one there? GRICE, right? Yeah. GRICE, just follow along the P600 airway. USA, no way. United Kingdom. Okay. Then our destination, and our destination is Edinburgh EGPH. Okay. Runway of choice will be runway 24. Right there. So that's our route. Kind of keeps us out of the way of traffic going up to GRICE to get out of the way of any traffic going into Edinburgh. It's a busy airport, so I'd like to go that far, then come back around and stay clear of anyone there. We may do a visual and maybe join our left, our right downwind for 24. We'll see. See when we get there. Or maybe change, load our procedure midway through flight. I know it's probably not professional, but as I've said before, we're in a simulator. So get away with these things and hopefully don't end up with any bad habits. So 101016 is the Q&H for today. I have a mount on my yoke here, and I load all my charts and everything onto a device. 205. So our altitude's going to be 7,500 feet. Yes, okay, Peter, you can go off so you don't annoy me. 205 is runway heading. Where are we going here? I guess we're going either way. We're going this way. 205 for runway heading. 7,500 is what our intended altitude is. How come my SciTech radio panel is not loaded? I'll just have to fix that. Just give me a sec here. Okay, I guess we're without the radio panel today. Just have to... That's too bad. I don't know what happened there. I closed the plug-in and opened it again, but that didn't do anything. This is, that's why I'd love to get rid of all my... Well, I have rid of all my SciTech stuff. Who likes to go do a flight when nothing's even working? Okay, it appears it was, I don't know, I guess the USB needed to be unplugged and plugged back in now. Looks like we're in business with our good old, trusty old SciTech equipment. Set our squawk codes. On 2000. Heading set. QNH is set. Here's our speeds. Okay. My apologies, guys. Technical difficulties, right? So it looks like we'll be taxiing Sierra, Quebec to runway 21. Go on the Unicom and announce what we're doing here. Alright. So let me set my DME. So where were we? Just quickly do the strobe lights, position lights, and go ahead, taxi lights. Okay, taxi, parking brake, yes, that'll be off. Brakes, test, won't move. Flipping instruments, check. Crossing, yes, okay. Prestwick traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo type Diamond Twin is taxiing to runway 21 via taxiway Sierra, Quebec. Prestwick traffic. So off goes the parking brake. Spinner around here. Taxi lights are on.
Glasgow traffic, Sierra Golf Tango Sierra, clear runway 2.
Someone else is actually out here. That's awesome. Taxiways at this airport confuse me. I don't know what it is, but they do. Sierra, Quebec is what I said, right? So that'll put us right into the wind, taking off 2-1. That's what we want. There's a forklift in front of me. Romeo one. Okay. Okay, Mr. Forklift. I swear the chart said Quebec. I get my charts from ChartFox. Chartfox.org. I don't know if they have North American charts, but I don't think they do, but they have lots of European ones. Okay, we'll do our check, or pre-takeoff here, so I just do a quick gust. I mean, I know it's probably not professional, but hey. Okay, so gas is good enough for flight, undercarriage is down, switches, pumps can go on, landing lights go on, taxi lights come off. We'll go 1 notch of flaps there. Pull down on the wings, 1 notch of takeoff. Prestwick traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is taking off runway 21, departure to the north. Okay. Power to full. Rudder here to try and stay with the runway. So we hit our rotate and rotate. Oh, not a bad lift off there. We're gonna positive rate going here. Tap the brakes. Get a gust check. Gas is good. Undercarriage will go up. Got some speed. We got some height. Go ahead and knock the one notch of flaps. Of our gas is good, undercarriage is up, switches. Gus, 1,000 feet, we'll pull back and knock off the fuel pumps and our landing lights and make our left turn onto course.
Glasgow traffic on the wrong short miles, final 3 miles to go from exit 3.
Prestwick traffic making a left turn onto course. Good day, Prestwick traffic. Probably should have said climbing 1,500 or whatever I was at there. We'll get there. There's a nice turn there. Try to keep our nose up during the turn, above the horizon. 20-degree bank. There's Prestwick. Keep that nose up. It's constant. I'm going to be right over the runway. It's okay, I'm above circuit height, so. Okay, a little bit of trim with our 10-degree pitch up here. We're off into the clouds. So we're climbing up to 7,500, which is good altitude to be at here. So dropping speed, 88, that's fine. As long as we stay in the 90s, I mean, what, 93 I believe is the best rate of climb, maybe? I could be wrong. No, it's marked right there, isn't it? Yeah. If you're a rookie coming into this, the point of interest markers in Microsoft Flight Simulator are really good for, it's kind of like a cheat knowing where you are, but they're really handy. Those are nice to have. If you don't know the area, you get to learn the area too. 4,200. Down, maintain our speed here. Get on course. Just a small slight right turn here. Go. So again, not a long flight, but a decent one. I think it comes out to like 62 nautical miles. going up to GRICE, it's usually about a 50 nautical mile flight. Keep clear of all the traffic. We'll head up to GRICE there, and that waypoint make our turn back toward Edinburgh. See, this is all hand flying, you know, no autopilot yet. I don't try my best to hand fly up to cruise in these GA planes anyway. I don't really fly anything else. There was a time where I flew jets in P3D and Microsoft Flight Sim X. I flew jets back then. You get on the autopilot, everything's in your FMS, and you're going. It seems too easy though. Not much of a challenge if you're doing that. Like, what's the point of having all the hardware? All you need is an FMS in front of you. Till a failure, I guess. So my name is Bitcoin Sim Pilot. Yes, I am a Bitcoiner. Believe in hard money. You know, strong money, money that can take your working days, your working energy, put it somewhere for a later use. And that's the whole point. Like, I'm just a blue collar guy. I work my butt off during the week and provide for my family. And Bitcoin is a safe haven for my money. I don't look at it as, I look at it as stored energy, really. It's your energy you work for. Spend whenever you like. Can't be confiscated from you in any manner. Besides your own, really. Okay, we're almost at cruise here. Let me reset the standard atmosphere. Come on down, pitch the nose down, right on course, pitch the nose down to R75. Go ahead, the airplane configured for
engaging autopilot.
That.
Engaging autopilot.
Appears my lights aren't working on my Bravo. That's strange. Something to do with unplugging it anyway. But I can see that everything's on here that I need. My GPS, autopilot, yaw damper, pitch is under control. So that's okay. The throttles work and the gear and the flaps, everything is working. It just the lights aren't working. Has to do, I know it has to do with that Cytec radio panel that I have. I've really been looking at a real SimGear radio panel, or radio unit, but that can be pricey. So what do you guys do in Microsoft Flight Simulator? What are some of the flights you do? Like, do you do GA? You fly jets? Do you bush pilot? Like, really interested to know. My altitude's not holding. I guess I should really look at that. There, flight level change. That'll get us back. Distracting myself. I want to be at the wrong height. These Vatsim guys sometimes, they can very friendly, but you know, everyone wants the best simulation, right? So I agree. I would too. Almost at our first waypoint there, FENIK, minute 8 and 3.2 mile. The hardware issues are my favorite, you know. Start your sim and the next thing you know you're fighting with your radio panel. And your Bravo lights don't work. Looks like my my Honeycomb Alpha's fine. Got my lights on there anyway. Okay. There's our height. So put some power back into her. I know 75 is optimal for fuel and longevity, but I'm gonna go 85. 2180 RPM. Zoom out a bit here, and then we're Gosams are right there. So yeah, we're on the P600 airway now, so that's good. Cruising at 7,500 feet on our way to GOSAM. Let's do our cruise check. Power lever up to 95. Yep, we're what? 85. Trim is autopilot. Indicator system page monitor. So oil temp, it's in the green. Oil pressure is in the green. Coolant's in the green. Fuel temp. Check it. Engine. Lean. I think this is supposed to say something else. But they'll get there with the NXI. This is an amazing freeware app. Programs your GPS screens here, your MFD and your PFD. Yeah, so we're all in the green, so that's good. Okay. Fuel flow is looking alright. Next direct. GOSAM to Grace, 29 miles to Grace. Okay, we're under 10 minutes. Right on, I get to chat with you guys for 10 minutes. Woo-hoo. 10 minutes in the clouds. Right, you know. I've had a few flights where I've come down from Inverness to Edinburgh and it's just full of ice, you know. Engine starts icing up, both engines, your wing gets ice, so this airplane does have de-ice. And I do use it, and I really need to pay a bit more attention to the weather, is what that shows me. The dew point temperature variations, and that's where your icing comes in. I do believe, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong. She seems pretty smooth. I mean, the winds aren't bad. We've got an 8-knot tailwind, which is good. So help us with our ground speed a bit. And 2-knot crossing. It's comfy up here. Even though the clouds may tell a different tale. So is anyone else out there into Bitcoin, preferably, or crypto, if you must? I mean, if you're into crypto, I'd encourage you to be straight into Bitcoin, because that is where the future goes. You know, they say it's like this whole Bitcoin crypto thing is like the internet of the 90s. Oh, okay, well, I agree with that to an extent. yeah, it's the internet of the 90s, but crypto is more of all the, you know, excite.com, what are the other major websites? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but that's what crypto is to me. And Bitcoin is basically the internet behind it all, you know. So that's where I put my energy anyways. But hey, to each their own. I mean, even if you're into crypto, at least you got an idea of what's going on. Let me tell you, them guys up at the top there, they don't have your best interest. So, I mean, inflation is theft. It truly is. It's a hidden tax. You work for $1, you're lucky if you get 60 cents. People come back to me and say, well, Bitcoin is volatile, it's up and down and this and that. Yeah, well, it is. And a market should be volatile. It should be from what I'm not a finance guy or anything, but I've been in this game for five plus years, and call it what you want. Volatility has worked out for many others and myself. So. Like some famous podcasters say, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. $1 is not quite $1, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're about 5 minutes from Grice. And from there, I think it's about 20 miles to Edinburgh. Let me go ahead and check the weather in Edinburgh. It looked like we had a look before we left there. It looked like we had a wind coming down runway 24. Yeah, that's right. So we have a 250 at 3 knots. So yeah, pretty much right down 24. Nice light wind. Should be a beauty of a touchdown there. So our meter reads EGPH 101-220 Zulu 250 at 3 knots, 210 variable 300, 9999 scattered 44, 10 degrees, and dew point 0. QNH 1016. So we'll set our QNH just before descent here. Go ahead and pull up our chart for Edinburgh. It's 108.90 for the ILS. Nice to have my radio panel. Then we don't have our Bravo lights. Oh well. So there you go. We've got the ILS dialed in there, and it's showing up down on our DME. It's showing up on my SciTech panel, 18.4. You know, I'm from Western Canada, but like I said, I fly out in Scotland here in FS 2020 to get the Vatsim air traffic. Because if I fly at the time I fly at in the morning in Western Canada, then I'll probably never meet a traffic controller. So I'd be doing ghost calls the whole time. And that wouldn't be too much fun, would it? Or realistic. Well, realistic, but not much fun. So we'll go ahead and dial in our runway heading for 240. Get our altitude set. Get our altitude set for, put her down to 25 for now. Seems like a good height. I think we'll do a visual runway 24. Join the downwind or right downwind for runway 24 instead of an ILS approach. Do this one old school height. See if oh, look at that. Edinburgh Tower is on 118.7.
Edinburgh Airport Information, Quebec, 12000 Zulu. Wind.
Let's get the ATIS is not working with me. I guess I can go ahead here and call tower since they're on. Oh, 17 at Grace.
Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, Edinburgh Tower on 3C.
Okay, let's start our descent here. So we'll start our descent here down to 2,500.
Edinburgh Tower, good afternoon, Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, ILS 24. Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, Edinburgh Tower, good afternoon, surface wind 250 degrees 3 knots, runway 24 clear to land. 24 clear to land, Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, and for your information, I've planned stand 1. Roger.
Go ahead and set our QNH here. 1016, we're at the right altitude. I'll go ahead and call in the tower. Edinburgh traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo with information Quebec. It's type Diamond Twin. We are 12 miles north, inbound visual, runway 24. I'll report joining downwind, right traffic.
Golf Juliet Sierra Victoria, Edinburgh Tower, roger.
I still stutter my words once in a while. Well, quite a while on here anyway. Should have been like more like Edinburgh Tower, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo is type Diamond Twin with information Quebec. 12 miles north, inbound visual, runway 24, right traffic. I think that's how each. We'll report final. Yeah, something like that. Because tower Tower doesn't really guide you any, kind of just flight planning and your departure, and then you're taxiing you to the runway, taking off. But for your whole approach and all that, that's control, or that's, yeah, it's not Tower's job. So let's go ahead and adjust our heading to our course. Adjust our heading to right where 147 is. Do the heading hold. We hold, and then we go back here. CDI and set this up for our runway heading. Which I know I set the heading indicator for, that's okay.
Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, welcome to Edinburgh Taxi Sun 1 via Alpha and Echo.
Alpha Echo 1, Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, thank you.
It's the First Street Bridge, I think it's called. Could be wrong. Slow down a bit here. We're going to come down again to, let's come down to 15. So this should put us right on our downwind path for runway 24. It's a bit much. I want to be at 1,000 feet for enter the traffic pattern. Those lights are bright. See those down there? A little blocky, but they are bright. This game is just so beautiful, you know, it's a joy, really. Let's get down a little quicker here, we're 4 miles. So.
Check gear. Check gear. Check gear.
Check gear warning is awesome, to say the least. Or 1100. Okay, I'm about to hand fly. So go ahead and crank off the old autopilot. Fly this the old-fashioned way.
Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, unfortunately I have a static aircraft on stand 1. Can we have stand 2, please?
Lufthansa 9 Whiskey Charlie, yep, that's fine, stand 2.
Thanks very much.
Edinburgh Tower, Charlie Victor Romeo, joining a right downwind for runway 24, full stop.
Charlie Victoria, roger, report final, you number 1.
Roger that, we'll report final for Charlie Victor Romeo. That seemed to go well. Communication, you know, it's imperative in aviation. It's still nerve-wracking. I mean, you're talking to a real person, right? Dropping some height here, so get the runway in sight. So let's do a gust check. Gas is good. Undercarriage can go down. And can't see any lights on my Bravo, so I don't see anything. I believe it's down. Quick look. There you go. Yeah. Pumps can go on. Landing lights can come on. Go ahead and turn our base. dropping the speed there. It's gear down. It's causing some drag, so it's fine. I'm going to slow down a bit here. See if we can see where the runway is. There it is there. Okay. It's going to be tight. This altitude, and then here we go back. That wasn't so comfy for the passengers. Okay. Edinburgh traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo, turning final, runway 24, 3 mile.
Charlie Victoria, thanks. Surface 250 degrees 3 knots, way 24, clear to land.
Roger that, clear to land for Charlie Victor Romeo. There we go, we're a bit outside of the box there, but that's okay. Little high, little high. And we'll go full flaps. I know full flaps on finals a tricky thing, but I can manage. So a quick gust check, gas is good, undercarriage is down. Switches, pumps are on, flaps are set, and our landing lights are on. Here we go.
500.
One red, little high. Watch our speed there. I can easily get distracted and I stop watching the speed and I get down to the high 70s. I don't want that. There you go, 2 red, 2 white. Right on the ball. We go mid-80s, that's fine, that's fine. We're coming down nice. Beautiful, beautiful game. Still getting 42 frames on the side view. There we are, we're a little low, that's okay. We're a GA plane, so we'll be fine. Center ourselves up with the runway with some left rudder, slight turn. Throttle back, flaps will go up. Let's try and line ourselves. Flaps are up, pumps will go off. We'll call tower once we're on Bravo here. There's that blue jet again. I don't know what that thing is. Go ahead, shut our pitot off. We don't need that.
Edinburgh Tower, Tom J12 Victor, radio check please. Tom Jet 812 Victor, Edinburgh Tower, hello, readability 5. That's great, thank you, 5 also, thanks, Tom J12 Victor. Charlie Victoria, do you have a stand preference?
Edinburgh Tower at, we could do stand 200 if that's available.
Charlie Victoria, that's available, taxi Alpha, Papa, stand 200.
Alpha Papa stand 200 for Charlie Victor Romeo. There we go, we got our stand. I know the taxi layout of this airport pretty good, so I mean, not so much the big airline stands, but the North Apron and the GA area is where I did lots of X-plane flying from. Look at that blue thing. What? Why does that keep appearing? I mean, I did purchase Edinburgh Airport from the FS store, but is it some sort of bug or something? I mean, the rest of the airport looks great, but not sure what it is about that thing. Says at Alpha Papa, so we come up here and then we make a right and then left into 200. busy day at Edinburgh. That's okay. Ground online. It's truly a beautiful airport, though. And now here is a car right in my taxiway. Well, a van, but okay, well, I don't need a collision at the end of my flight to mess everything up, so we had a lot of those in my FSE days. FSEconomy, it's a great third-party add-on. Here's stand 200. Brakes. We'll go ahead and set our parking brake. Put the engines up to 10% there, so. There we go, our FSE recorded, that's good. Okay, and we'll shut down. We'll let the tower know. Edinburgh Tower, Charlie Victor Romeo, shutting down. Thanks for your help.
Thanks for flying, see ya.
I always like to thank these guys. I mean, they're all volunteer. They're all doing it out of their own time, so you know, what's a little thanks? It's great that they do this. I mean, I'm sure they enjoy it, but still, it's nice to thank them. Okay, so the shutdown procedure. Taxi lights can go off. Strobe lights can go off. Avionics can go off. We'll go with our right engine. Watch that all go to 0 on the FT there. We'll go our left engine. Brings me back to the menu. Continue. We can take off the nav light, master, alternators. Thank you all for flying with me today. Really do appreciate it, and like and subscribe. I'll be doing videos, a lot of videos. I enjoy doing the videos, and I'll be flying all over Scotland, so thank you very much, everybody.